Welcome to the Game Hangar, where we talk about video games and nothing but video games. We are your hosts, Michael and Brie, and today we are talking about Little Hope and Poppy Playtime.
It is Halloween themed.
Yes, this is our Halloween episode.
I wish the viewers could see, I am in costume.
Yeah.
Not full costume, but costume. I wish I can go in full costume, but there's something that I don't think people really want to see. So,
Gun.
yeah, that's it. That's it. Just that.
But yeah.
Have you heard of the whole Dubai chocolate matcha labubu thing? What the fuck is going on?
Okay. I'm going to break that down. I hate Dubai chocolate. I hate the thought of it. I never tried it, and I can't have it because almond or like whatever.
Pistachios.
Pistachio cream, and I can't have tree nuts. Even then, if I wasn't allergic to tree nuts, I don't think I'd still have Dubai because that sounds nasty.
It's not horrible. It's not. I've tried Dubai chocolate before. It's not horrible. It's not great, but it's not horrible. But the whole, they made it into a Roblox game. The whole Dubai chocolate matcha labubu.
That's just brain rot. There's nothing to it.
Oh shit, Sherlock.
Matcha, I never tried it. I keep getting encouraged to try matcha by my friends, and a bunch of the other REs keep trying to get me to try matcha.
Matcha's gross. I've had to make it with stuff. It's gross.
Apparently, it's naturally an earthy flavor, but a lot of people add sugar to it to make it better, which I can kind of see why. I do that to my Rice Krispies a lot, even though I probably shouldn't, but it's just really good. And then Labubu, just those dolls. They've been kind of gaining in popularity recently as well, because there's a trend on online now where people will hide under their friends' beds and all that and just go Labubu,
Labubu,
Labu Labu.
There's this one video I saw on Instagram of this one content creator who I used to enjoy watching, and I haven't done anything special, but they, her and her boyfriend were in a corn maze, and the only way to reel each other back was literally by going la boo boo, la boo boo. It was like fucking cat and mouse going la boo boo.
Marco Polo, but with Labubus.
Exactly. But no, it's
oh, I can never get my voice high enough or clear enough to do it. But there are some people that, because, oh my god, my studio lighting class last week, everybody just started vocal stimming Labubu.
Hell no.
It was so funny, but I was just I was
no.
already so not feeling well about it, and I just didn't want to put up with it. But looking back on it, it was really funny, and really silly how my poor instructor, Richard Kelly, had to
Richard Kelly.
Yeah,
He's a great guy.
Had to put up with us going boo boo.
I love Richard.
Yeah.
But no, there's a game that says cart ride into Labubu matcha Dubai chocolate.
Bruh.
What the fuck?
That's insane.
It's so annoying. It's so dumb. We were talking about it whenever I was at home with my family, and I'm looking at them whenever they were like, yeah, no, it's the whole Dubai chocolate matcha labubu. I'm like, fuck you mean?
Fuck you mean?
I always say that.
So, I'm gonna show you this video that I saw this morning on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's a creepy video, really creepy video.
Oh, fuck.
Hold on. I'm gonna pause this just so I don't have to edit this out.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does have the whole weeping angel mechanics.
And
from,
I don't
from
think
what, Doctor Who?
I don't think anybody normally thinks of that. So that's one of the main reasons I think it's staged. But also,
yeah.
I was examining the video looking for cuts, in the
the
whip pans.
They would cut it as they would.
Yeah,
whip,
and I didn't see one.
And it would be hard to see where.
Well, I even I'm kind of trained to see them because my experience in video editing, and
you would assume I would too. But sometimes I can't.
I did not see a cut in the whip pan at all. Insane.
There's this one TikToker I see who is so fucking funny they will do like, they'll have like gospel music playing in the background or like the Shrek music, and then they'll do a back handspring into a nun outfit. And it is one of the smoothest transitions ever. I cannot figure out where the cut is.
Okay.
Because they're in plain clothes, back handspring into a nun outfit.
Yeah. I saw something similar.
It is so funny, and I love it.
The clock strikes 12. Midnight arrives.
Dubai chocolate matcha labubu.
You're still looking this up.
Meme. It's on. No shit. It's so weird. There's a website called knowyourmeme.com.
Oh yeah, that's been a thing.
Labubu matcha Dubai chocolate, part of a series on slang overload. View related entries. View related sub entries.
Oh my god.
Refers to slang overload trend involving the overuse of spamming of trendy mid-2025 fads and crazies like Labubu toys, matcha drinks, and Dubai chocolate bars. The meme was partly inspired by actual products that combine the that is a big boy word, items like Labubu Dubai chocolate bars. What the fuck? Labubu matcha lattes and Dubai chocolate matcha lattes. The memes were shared to mock consumerism. It says the memes were shared to mock consumerism and capitalism. Oh wow!
And you know what? I can see that because when I was working at the milkshake factory, they started selling Dubai chocolate because they wanted to be trendy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Crumble Cookie's doing that.
We're way past the trend of Dubai chocolate, by the way.
Oh no, we're done.
Yeah,
we're way past it.
But Milkshake Factory implemented this like when we were done with the trend.
Do you still work there?
No, thankfully. And it was just ridiculous because it was obviously just a cash grab, and a lot of my coworkers hated it.
It's so dumb.
And
like
the fact that once we got it, we would have people coming in being like, "Can I get the Dubai chocolate? Can I get the Dubai chocolate? Can I get the?" Yeah. And they'd be buying it in bulk. And then there would be times where like we'd have to wait a week or two before serving more because we didn't have any more.
Yeah.
And like the hype around it is insane because we'd also have people like being like, do you have Dubai chocolate milkshakes? Like no. And
what the fuck?
It was. I'm looking at your screen and I see that. What the?
The captions say the one. It's the main post. It says putting Labubu Dubai chocolates in your drink during a matcha rave in Dubai, and then the real caption that goes with this photo it says people need to die.
I think.
And it's a picture of a matcha latte, strawberries, and like matcha ice cream on top with a Labubu Dubai chocolate thing. That is disgusting. It looks like Shrek's shit.
Okay. No, I think Know Your Meme is kind of like it.
I love Know Your Meme.
This seems like The Onion, but for like actual like meme news.
Oh yeah.
But it's so funny. Just that image, just like I want to die. Or
BBC.
Like no.
BBC is on this.
Oh my god.
I wonder if BBL's on here. Hang on. Oh wow. Oh my god. Wait, here, hang on. And now I can understand what the fuck this means. 6-7.
Yep.
I hate it. I hate it so much. But 6-7, apparently, refers to a lyric in the song Doot Doot by Skrilla. What the fuck? Featuring G Herbo, a hip-hop song released in December 2024 that was popularized in TikTok and Instagram Reels in January 2025. That month, the song and its 6-7 lyric became the subject of a variety of videos, notably including the edits of basketball player LaMelo Ball, who is 6'7" in height. Oh my god. The LaMelo Ball editors found clips of the people saying 6-7 and then used them as intros for Ball highlight reels. Oh, you're kidding. Skrilla's 6-7 lyric was used to cue the ball and switch. You're fucking joking. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. Apparently, I thought it was some meme about some kid going to court going like around 6-7. Like,
I thought so too.
Are you for real?
I thought so too.
But the origin of 6-7 is from a fucking song that turned into a meme. The song's called Doot Doot.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You don't even do it right.
I know. That's how ill-cultured I am with it.
I love it. All right, memes. We're gonna go to Meme Encyclopedia. Oh wow. Oh wow. Taylor Swift. Ew, no, we're not doing that one.
What one?
It says Taylor Swift like grooving and it doesn't end. I'm like, we're not doing that. Oh my god. This was an adventure.
What?
Rapture talk.
Oh my god. We need to know about that because that was insane.
It was insane.
One of my residents, Corinne, she was like all up on that.
It was insane. Like, I just remember hearing about it. I never like saw anyone do it, of course, thank God. But it refers to like TikToks that gain virality. Yeah. In August of September 25, after a number of Christian TikTokers began warning their followers. Yeah. So warning their followers about what they believe in impending Christian rapture, during which God will take his true believers into heaven before the earth plunges into apocalypse.
Bro.
I seriously do remember seeing videos of that. It was insane.
So the funniest thing about it, people were selling their houses
and their
for
cars.
pennies.
Yeah.
Yeah, their houses and pennies for their houses and cars for pennies.
Yeah.
My question is now, what do they do now that they know that there is no rapture?
There is no rapture.
Like,
I don't.
Also, I'm not a Christian or a Catholic, but in the Bible, it says the rapture will not be able to be predicted by man. Nobody will know when it's coming. There will be no signs. It'll just happen.
It'll just happen.
Yeah. And even I know that as a non-Christian. And like people, I think it just goes into religious psychosis.
Probably.
But that's a topic that is for another day that I'm not, that I don't have a degree in. So.
No. But there is a meme called Blue Collar SpongeBob. I'm not fucking lying. Blue Collar SpongeBob. And the pictures are AI generated pictures and videos of the SpongeBob looking like a miner.
Oh my god.
He's digging up that coal.
He looks like Walter White.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you saw these, but there was something on TikTok, like I want to say like a month ago, where it was just these AI generated like the life of like SpongeBob, the life of Patrick, or whatever.
No,
like the life.
no, but I thought you were about to say Italian Braid Run. I'm like, I'm all over that.
No. It's like the life. It's like the life of like Squidward tentacles, and it just starts out at age 0 and goes up like every age. Hold on, goes up every age, and then you get to like age 50 on like a bunch of these videos, and it says survives secret wars.
Oh wow!
So it could be Squidward Squidward tentacle. What? It could be Squidward. Hold on, let me redo that.
Yeah.
So it could be
breathe.
It could be Squidward, and it would say fights Plankton's robot army at like age 46, and then at age 50 it says survives secret wars.
Damn.
And it's like that for a lot of the characters, and then the comments in the newer videos are like, chat, does he survive secret wars?
Oh my god.
And it's just so funny because it happened with Patrick. It happened with I think Jorgen from Fairly Odd Parents.
Jorgen.
Yeah, Jorgen, whatever his name is. And it was just so funny to see because it's just normal stuff until survive secret wars.
The lizard meme. Sorry.
What?
Lizard. Have you heard of this one?
I don't think so.
Oh, you're missing out. It's so dumb.
Oh, the lizard.
Disney made a box office bomb, but somehow people are obsessed with the lizard from the credits.
Lizard.
Come on.
Credit scene from Disney's well-reviewed
Because
box
it literally
office
just goes,
shows Helio
lizard.
shows an animated green lizard repeatedly tapping lizard emojis while a robotic voice says lizard.
That's just it.
I love
That
that.
is
I
just
love it so much.
it.
That's one of my vocal skills actually. The lizard.
That is so funny.
Uh,
Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Why?
okay, I get that one because she was in an ad for a jean company,
Oh.
and it was accentuating her body, and people were doing a double entendre where they were saying that she has good genes as in a good body, and then like good genes as the jeans that she's wearing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no. I found one that literally pisses me off.
What?
Mr. Krabs.
Oh my God! Start digging in your butt.
digging
twin.
it in your butt, twin.
Yup.
Is so annoying. It's a catchphrase, a reference to the digging in your butt meme that was popularized online in late June and July of 2025. The
Yup.
acronym was popularized in mid-July 25 after an edit of SpongeBob SquarePants, in which a robotic version of SpongeBob tells Plankton, "Start digging it in your butt." Why?
Look up SYBAU. The shut your bitch ass up.
SYBAU. Oh, shut your bitch ass up.
Yeah.
Oh wow. It's just a picture of the Urban Dictionary.
I have to explore this site. Like, oh my God, it's
Dude,
so funny.
literally all it is it's all it is. I can't make this up. It's just knowyourmeme.com.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And there's a little Dropbox that goes to the meme encyclopedia. All you do is just hit meme, and then you get all of the memes.
Oh my God, this seems like a website I would love to like scroll through in my free time.
I would love to just go through this as a part of our discussion. You know,
Yeah.
this would just be funny to go through.
This would be
really
a fun if we had a different podcast episode, like or a different podcast theme.
Yeah.
Like this would be a funny episode entirely to just go through Know Your
Oh,
Meme.
absolutely. Yeah.
Which,
yeah.
if I'm gonna make my own podcast, I'm gonna write this down as
As a little note. Okay.
Yeah, because
You're welcome.
this would be a really good episode.
You're welcome.
Yeah. This would be a really good episode.
This would be really funny.
Really funny. Oh my God.
It already is kind of funny.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, it's giving distractible vibes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, distractible.
I love that podcast. Yes, listeners, I do listen to podcasts as well.
We all do. We all do. I listen to
I wouldn't be making I wouldn't be part of a podcast if I didn't listen to them. So.
Oh, really?
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So we're back at the whole Labubu Matcha Dubai chocolate.
I forgot about
We're
that.
back. We started with that.
We talked about so much, okay?
Oh my God. Rumi sniffing kimbap from K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh my God. The viewers are gonna have no idea what's happening.
Oh,
by the way.
absolutely not. But honestly, like, oh wow.
Oh my God, I see the JD Vance.
We're not doing that one, but there's one that's called Lord Dussy.
Oh, I've heard of that.
I never heard of this.
I don't know what it is, but I've heard of it.
Oh wow. White shampoo TikTok trend. Oh wait, I think I get the idea. We're not gonna go into that. I get the idea with that one. Okay, Mario. No, Mario. What the fuck?
Hello, Mario.
Hello, Mario.
Hello, little Stylus.
The
Mario.
OK Mario $100 No Mario refers to a series of memes based on the webcomic by artist Sloshua. Yeah, no, that's literally the name. That shows Mario encouraging a man to pull his finger to enter my amazing world of fun and fantasy intrigue. The man saying okay, then telling him it'll cost $100, resulting in the man changing his mind saying no, Mario.
Not as funny as some of the others.
This is just dumb.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's the meme. That's okay. All right.
Look up the 1,000-yard stare.
Okay.
1,000-yard stare.
AIR. Oh, wait,
Let's
there's that
not
one. I know
go
that
into
one.
anything with AI because that's another discussion entirely
Oh,
that
yeah.
I do not want to get into on this episode.
I know that one. We're not gonna go into that one.
I hate AI.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
God.
And right now, you can save.
holiday.
And right now, you can save 50 pounds.
per person.
That's 20
£200
off for a family of 4. Oh, I love Jet 2 holiday. I love Jet 2 holiday. It's so dumb. It's so funny. Oh my God, a barbershop haircut.
Can you look up 1,000-yard stare?
Yeah. I like this one. It's this one kid who knows how to sing at a musical. And it's from a musical called Newsies. Great musical. I never got to see it live, but I wish I did. It's really good. And the kid just like sings a barbershop haircut that cost a quarter.
Oh, I
and
know
it's
that one.
really good. Yeah. All right, you said 1,000-yard stare.
1,000-yard stare.
1,000. No. 1,000-yard stare. Oh. So that's what this picture's about. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The 2,000. Okay, so this is the 2,000-yard stare shown below in the left, which is pictures on what I'm looking at. Pretty sure it's this one. Was painted by American artist Thomas Lee in 1944. It depicts a nameless real-life American Marine in the Battle of Peleliu. I don't even know how to pronounce that. During World War II in 1944. The painting was first featured in Life magazine's June 1994 issue. Currently, the first discovered mimic usage of the yard stare was a re-edit surfaced on Reddit in 2014. On October 11, 2014, Redditor The Magic Potato, posted the Minor Mistake Marvin photo to r/funny, gaining roughly 34,700 upvotes in 9 years. Wow.
I'm reading along as well.
Yeah. On the same day, Redditor L. Kruns commented, devastating, he's got the 1,000-yard stare, gaining roughly 2,100 upvotes. The comment then led to a since-deleted Redditor commenting the horror and linking a Photoshop that edited Marvin into Lee's painting. Oh!
Look at the spread. The spread is so funny.
Wow, that's animated. What the fuck
No,
is this?
it's talking about like how
When that one song you love more than yourself reaches TikTok and into the picture. Oh wait, hang on. This one says, "Ye fans seeing every
Yay.
tweet they have to defend tonight." Oh,
like Kanye West fans.
Oh.
And then there's the Kurt Angle 1,000-yard stare below.
Oh, why?
The Lorax 1,000-yard stare.
Oh, wow. There's so many. Oh. Look at this.
I know, I see it.
There's one that's a dog. Oh, buddy. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It was just a piece of art.
Oh my god.
That literally turned into a meme. I love that.
Hear me out. I know your meme podcast theme.
Episode?
No, podcast theme.
Oh, theme.
Like,
okay.
you just do a podcast entirely around Know Your Meme.
I love that. I love that. I love that so much. I love how we just spiraled from Labubu Dubai Chocolate Matcha to the 1,000-yard stare meme.
We should start getting into the games.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right.
This was a great discussion.
This was hilarious.
I think if it's okay, I'll do my game first.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. But no, I have seen the story of Little Hope.
Yeah.
I really like it.
I do too.
I really like it.
I like it a lot
It's
more than
good.
Man of Medan because I talked about Man of Medan in a previous episode.
We talked about Man of Medan. You talked about Man of Medan in the revival episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what better to bring that continue that circle
I'd say let's at some point let's talk about the whole series.
I know
Yeah.
I'm going to.
I would love to talk about
'Cause
Devil in Me.
I'm gonna start House of Ashes soon.
Ooh.
But yeah, and Brie, I told you I had a discussion bit planned for that transitions into this.
Yeah.
This morning, I woke up at 6 a.m.
Okay.
And what else do I do but decide to go on TikTok?
Okay. At this point, everyone does that.
Okay, 6 a.m. TikTok hits differently because tell me why. Okay, no, tell me why I was getting horror videos of the Appalachian Mountains.
What?
Yeah, I was getting videos of people talking about Appalachia, the Appalachian Mountains, videos of the Appalachian Mountains. There's this one dude who was talking about him driving through the Appalachian Mountains, and he hears a thud on the top of his car, looks up through the sunroof and sees a face staring in at him as he's driving.
Okay.
And then he swerves, the face disappears, but then he pulls over at the nearest rest stop, and sees that there were handprints on top of his newly washed car.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the?
And I am a very superstitious person.
Yeah.
So I believe it. And I believe all the stories about Wendigos, Skinwalkers. Some of them are obviously fabricated.
Wendigos, I know, are fake.
Wendigos, to an extent, they're
enough.
fake.
Fair enough.
But Wendigo, it's essentially just a cannibalistic human who's lost their way of life.
Fair enough.
So those do exist.
Hannibal Lecter.
In all sense of the term, Wendigos do kind of exist. Skinwalkers, I've seen some pretty ugly people in my life.
All right. Oh, wow.
So
that is a read.
I would not be surprised if they were a skinwalker.
That is a whole blown read. Where you're just like, yeah, I've seen ugly people before. Whoa.
I think Point Park has a few skinwalkers.
Okay. Oh, wow. Wow.
Not to be judgmental or anything, but
Oh, wow.
yep.
Jeez. All right. Let's
But yeah, I was watching these TikToks and it was insane because I did not like anything to prompt these videos coming up. I just went on TikTok at 6 a.m. and it was still dark outside. My room was pitch black and these videos were coming up. And I'll admit I had to turn on my LED lights because I was getting freaked out and I was worried a hand would come up from my bed or I would see something coming in my window on the 18th floor and the Baba Yaga or something, but I don't.
The Baba Yaga?
Like a witch, but
Oh my god.
And don't get me wrong, when I hear anything about the Appalachian Mountains, I am locked in.
You are very superstitious.
I am superstitious, but also whenever I'm hearing stories about Appalachia, I am locked in because those mountains, apparently they're older than trees themselves.
Right.
The mountains have been here since the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Since before the dinosaurs.
It's the ground. It's the
Yeah.
earth.
So it would make sense if those mountains are haunted.
Okay.
No, listen, hear me out because the amount of colonies that must have been on that mountain alone that could have been lost to history as well. That alone could provoke a bunch of spirits and all that and a bunch of creatures because there's a reason why different cultures say don't go out in the woods at night.
I just try not to go out at night. Period.
Because like a few of the unspoken rules of Appalachia are, if you hear a whistle, no, you didn't. If you hear your name being called, no, you didn't. And if you hear all the insects go quiet around you suddenly, then you should run. If you can't run, then fight. If you can't fight, then just let it take you.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. And it's really interesting because you get into theories like the rake and all that, and
Jeez.
yeah. And apparently I'm starting to believe the rake is real.
Okay.
No, because there have been like, that was one comment I saw where it was like, this is the second like confirmed video of the rake.
Jeez.
Yeah, and it's insane to think about, because I believe that there is stuff out there that we have not like fully seen yet. Stuff that we like can't understand. And like, I would not be surprised if like skinwalkers did exist, because seeing some of those videos like of people's names being called, of like screaming coming from the woods, they also say to not look at the woods for too long because you might see something you don't want to see. And they do have hiking trails in Appalachia, but they strongly recommend going only during the day, and then when it starts to get dark, book it back to shelter.
Yeah. And
then when you're in shelter, lock the doors and windows, close all the blinds, because if you can see them, they can certainly see you. And then there's also like things being like, don't what nobody. But then there's also things that are saying, don't light a fire in the woods because you won't be able to see them, but they know where you're at now because you have a fire.
Mm-hmm.
And like fire like darkens everything behind it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And like there was this video of a guy staying at like a cabin, and his whole house was lit up like a Christmas tree.
Jeez.
And he was just sitting on the front porch, and you could hear like a bunch of like it was so funny at first because you just hear in the beginning.
Okay.
And I think that part was fake, but then you just hear like a bunch of different like whispers,
Yeah.
that don't seem fake. And all the comments were like, dude, get in your house, bring us inside, come on, bring us inside. And then there's this one comment that's like, dude's house is lit up like a Christmas tree. Yeah, he ain't surviving.
Jeez. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah.
Those are good little connections
Yeah,
to Little Hope.
because Little Hope takes place in the woods.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
So we start out, the game opens on this little diner, and we follow a bus driver coming out of the diner. Listen, because this is important, listeners. The bus driver gets into a bus and starts driving along a road, and eventually he approaches a road closure, and hold on, let me get my notes up because I have notes for this.
Insane. I always try to have notes for my games.
Sometimes I don't need them because I have good memory.
I don't have amazing memory. I wish I did, but I don't. But I do, like I remember playing games. I remember parts of games I've used to play.
Yeah.
Like these games I haven't played because, for one, I don't think I have anything strong enough to even play the Anthropology series, nor do I have anything strong enough to even play Poppy Playtime, period.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I've seen it as like a routine. The gameplay of Poppy Playtime, I've seen it basically as a routine. I've seen the story of Little Hope because whenever we talk about Man of Medan, I got interested. And so I saw the story of Little Hope, House of Ashes, and Devil in Me, and I enjoy Devil in Me more than anything else, honestly.
So the bus driver is driving on the road, and he goes to a road closure, and the officer comes onto the bus and is like, hey, the road's closed, accident happened, and the bus driver's like, yeah, I gotta get all these people to their destination, And the officer's like, well, they're taking, there's a detour through Little Hope, which, if the authorities knew anything about that place, they would know to avoid Little Hope at all costs.
Yeah.
But, that's neither here nor there.
True.
So the bus driver takes the detour into Little Hope, and then you see him at the wheel. You see the windshield, the road in front of the windshield, and a little girl flashes and appears in front of the bus on the road, and it makes him swerve and crash the bus. Oh wait, I forgot to mention, before this there's a prologue where it's
the prologue happens after the bus crash, right?
no
Okay.
the prologue, this happens before the bus scene, but you open up in a family house, and there's music playing, and you hear a couple arguing. Anne and James, they are arguing. James is an alcoholic. From what I understood, he's been drinking 10 days in a row.
Boom!
Yeah.
Damn!
Yeah. Actually, no. Wait, this is after the bus.
Yeah, I was
right.
about to say, yeah.
So then, the couple arguing is Anne and James. The main guy, Anthony, is listening to records with his brother, Dennis.
Dennis.
And they're talking about their sister, whose name is Tanya, but they call Tanya. They pronounce it as Tanya.
Why?
Which I don't know. It's stupid.
That's dumb.
And they're talking about how they don't like Tanya's boyfriend, Victor. No, Victor. Is it Victor? Vince. And it's evident that James, the father, does not care about the little sister Megan at all.
Yeah, the tiny sister
So
has.
So they're kind of in the family room, and Megan's watching TV, and James just comes in, grabs the remote from her, and just changes it from, like, I think cartoons to a sports game.
Yeah.
And then Megan leaves, and Tanya comes into the house. So then Anne asks Dennis to put the records up in the attic. She's like, put that junk up in the attic. And then Megan, when she runs away, she steps on one of Dennis's records, which causes Dennis to get mad at her. And then when he's at the attic, he's on a step ladder. Megan's like, hey, Dennis. And he says, not now, Megan. She goes away, and then the ladder starts shaking on Dennis. Anne is running a bath. She's getting a bath ready to take. And all of a sudden, you just get a Megan jump scare because Megan is just standing behind her, and there's an audio cue that plays.
She's just a little kid.
And then Anne's like...
With really bad tendencies.
Yeah, and Anne's like, not now. And so Megan leaves, and Anne's like shuts the door on her face. And Megan has a key. We see Megan has a key in her hand. So then Tanya is like asking Anthony if he's seen Megan. Tanya goes to look for Megan to talk to her. But
Sorry. I didn't want to make too much of a sound. I'm sorry.
But then Anthony is like, he's like going into the living room to turn off the TV, and there's a stay calm segment, as they're called.
Yeah. I've seen that segment. It's like staying calm, but you hear like your heartbeats. You have to match to that beat.
You have to match
It's
the button
cool.
presses to that heartbeat. Yeah,
I like that.
So you're walking through the living room doing a stay calm segment because James is sleeping. And I guess you don't want to wake him up. I didn't wake him up, thankfully, but you turn the TV off basically, and James wakes up anyway, and he's like, "You need to keep an eye on your little sister. Mom is real worried about her."
They don't care about her.
And then we get into a free roam segment. Now, one of the things that I should have mentioned earlier, Megan is talking to herself or a figure, and she's like, she keeps saying to the figure, they don't care about me or whatever. And then there's a free roam segment. If you check out one of the grandfather clocks, it jump scares you, and it's like, and Anthony's like, son of a bitch clock.
Insane.
Tanya starts yelling for Anthony outside, because she's trying to see if he's seen Megan at all. Megan sees a boiling tea kettle on the stove, and then she talks to an invisible person saying, you could be right about my family.
Insane.
Then we see a black claw behind her, a black silhouette with a black claw. Megan now locks Tanya and Anthony out of the house while she puts a doll on the flame of the stove. So fire spreads in the house. James dies first from the roof collapsing. And then it's Anne from smoke inhalation. Keep these in mind. Keep these deaths in mind because they will come into play later. James from the roof collapsing. Anne from smoke inhalation. So she's suffocated. And you get a choice to help Megan or help Tanya. I chose Tanya because I hate Megan. I'm like Drake and Josh. Megan!
Insane.
But if you help Tanya, Megan burns to death. Tanya dies either way. The way I helped her, she hung. She went to like go climb down the gutter. And like her scarf got caught in the banister and basically hung herself.
And that's everyone, right?
And then Dennis.
Dennis.
He's climbing on the roof trying to get off, but he slips and then he gets impaled by a fence post while falling off the roof.
I remember seeing that. That was insane.
Prior to leaving the house, Anthony had matches in his hand from like lighting the stove for the tea kettle. And then he opens his hand, and this isn't as important, but he opens his hand and sees the matchbox because he forgot he had it. And then a passerby comes by, and the passerby is like, "What have you done?" And Anthony runs in for his family. And the house caves in, which then has the curator intro again. I love the curator.
The curator.
The song he's coming into is "Oh Death," and the curator pulls the Little Hope book off the bookshelf because there's the Mana Medan book, there's the Little Hope book, and then there's House of Ashes, and then the Devil in Me book. All the books of each game are lined up on each shelf.
Insane.
And then he pulls the book off the shelf. He's like, disconcerting, no? I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. And he's giving this monologue about like meeting you before. And he's like, you are about to enter a confusing, perhaps disturbing world. How disturbing might depend on what you choose to believe.
Worlds. Plural.
No. This is just for Little Hope.
No, that's what I was saying.
Well, no, this is just what he says. This
right.
is what he says. So he's like, you are about to enter a confusing, perhaps disturbing world. How disturbing might depend on what you choose to believe. And then he points out the premonitions we can get from looking at like pictures. Because if you look at a picture, you can get a premonition of a possible outcome.
That's similar to the I probably should have said the little totems in Until Dawn.
Yeah, and it's made by the same company too, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But then you cut to a brief funeral scene, and now we're in present day, where it's now Andrew, who's a college student, Taylor, who is another college student, John, who is their professor, Daniel, who's a college student, and Angela, who is a mature student. So like an untraditional student.
Yeah.
And one thing to note, they all look similar to the beginning characters, to the beginning family.
Angela is looks like Anne, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I literally had like Andrew, Anthony, Taylor, Tanya, John looks like James, Daniel is Dennis, Angela is Anne. Their names all match up with letters as well.
Yeah.
And then they're like investigating the bus, trying to see if they can like find anything around, and they can't. So then they decide to group up. Taylor tries to go off on her own, goes into the fog, but the fog redirects her back to the group. So she does it like 2 or 3 times, and then the group tries it because they don't believe her at first, and then they do it, and then they believe her. So then they just decide to carry on the main road, and then they approach this bar, and then the bar guy, his name is Vince, and if you remember from what I said earlier, Tanya's boyfriend's name was Vince, and this guy looks a lot like Tanya's boyfriend, but just an older, more traumatized version. And there's something off about Vince, but we don't know yet. So then we see in a little like flashback after the bar where they're like venturing on the road. Anne and Andrew, they have a little like, I want to say vision of a girl in the older ages named Mary, who is a creepy little girl, and she fashioned a creepy poppet, which is a little tiny doll. And basically Mary is the equivalent of Megan. And so they go back to the group. They're like, wow, we just saw that, and the main group doesn't believe them at first. So then they continue walking. And this is the point where I paused my notes because I thought I could tell the story
through memory,
because it's just recent. And so they are walking, and then I think they approach this little this area, and they see Amy. They see someone named Amy in the shadows, and it looks just like Angela. And it kind of freaks Angela out because Angela's like, why did that lady look just like me?
Insane.
And so then we reconvene with the main group again. There's a lot of splitting up in this, whether it's purposeful or intentional. But Angela sees her doppelganger basically from the past, and she's talking to Mary about you didn't tell anyone our secret, right? And no, Mary, I think Angela was no, this is getting confusing. Amy was don't say anything, don't talk to Megan, or don't talk to Mary, because they'll find her. And then I forget the name of the Reverend Carter, I think.
The Reverend. Whenever I heard, he was the main villain.
Yeah.
So
Reverend Carter shows up and catches Mary in the little tube. Holy crap, this is getting really confusing.
Just say the original names.
No. So he catches Mary in the tube, and once again he's like, you didn't tell them about our little secret, I hope. And Mary's like, no, I didn't say anything. So then end flashback, and then the group goes, or I think, okay, so now it's Andrew, John, and Angela are part of their own group, and then Taylor and Taylor and Daniel split up, because they're in their own group as well. Angela, John, and Andrew go into this police station that has been since abandoned, and while they're in there, they get a vision of Amy, and we see that she's being held on trial because she was accused of being a witch, by Reverend Carter. And
witch.
Yep. And so then we see that not Megan, Mary, she basically is acting very strange during this whole thing. She kind of like plays dead, and acts like she's being possessed, and then like it's enough to make Reverend Carter be like, see, there are forces of the devil being played with here, and Amy is the culprit, which basically kind of convinces everybody that Amy is a witch, even though she's not. But you know how these witch trials went.
Yeah.
And it was enough for them to send Amy to her death, and then Mary literally like sits back up and just smirks, and then end flashback, and then they're venturing throughout the police station. They get a phone call on like a disconnected phone, typical, and then that's when that vision happens, and then they get a knock on the door. It's Taylor and Daniel regrouping once again with them, and then they all leave the police station. They split up yet again.
Yay! Splitting up.
But this time, this is because they approach a bridge. They see a figure on the bridge and they try to hide, and it turns out it was just Vince riding a bike through the street mysteriously. And so they go back up to the bridge, and the bridge starts falling apart, and so they have to like cling to the edge of the bridge, like while holding onto it.
Yeah.
And they have to jump from like this really thin piece of rebar that they're on right now. They have to jump from that to the next piece of thin rebar. And John makes it. Since he's the professor, I had him take the lead. And then Andrew makes it. Angela, she kind of falls into the water, where we see somebody. Oh, it's important to note before this, while we're like in the little area hiding from Vince, we see another flashback. This time it's Amy. She is chained up and she's getting stones attached to her, and she's on a dock. And basically for her punishment, they are gonna drown her in the river. So they push her in, and then you see her drowning, which this is a parallel to how Anne died in the beginning of the game by suffocation.
Yeah.
Then when they're on the bridge, Angela falls, and then we see like a figure come out of the water, and it's like in chains, and it's shambling towards them, and it's like crawling towards them. And then there's like a little segment where we can either help John or help Angela. Of course I chose help Angela because she's like a frail woman, even though she's in her 40s, but she looks so much older. And I helped her, and John makes his way up successfully, so you don't even need to help John. And you go through these QTEs to save her, and they don't know what's going on. They don't know who it is or what it is. But, like, come on, common sense. You just saw the flashback of this lady, of Amy, being suffocated in the river. And then you see someone in chains coming from that same river. Come on. And then they proceed away from the bridge. They go to, I think it was a church this time. And then we cut to Daniel and Taylor. And they're in this little area, and they get a flashback. They see Taylor now being accused of being a witch, and so Taylor kind of freaks out. She doesn't know why she's seeing her doppelganger either, but I'm just gonna like keep this short for short's sake. But she just sees that through another flashback that I think the character's name in the flashback is Tabitha. I think it's Tabitha in the flashback, and Tabitha gets hung as well, which mimics Tanya's death from being hung in the beginning.
Yeah.
And you're probably starting to see a theme. So then,
There was always going to be a theme with this.
yeah, and so freaks Taylor out, and then they start getting chased by this hovering entity, and turns out that's Tanya or Tabitha's dead body that's like chasing after them.
Yeah.
And then there's this little QTE segment. There's a stay calm segment, QTEs, and then one of the things the game does that I really like is when you're in this like little like segments, you start out as Taylor and time slows down, and then the camera moves to Dennis or Daniel, and then you do QTEs as Daniel. Time slows down, the camera moves back to Taylor, and it's so funny. Not funny, it's so fun. I love that, and it was a very like really cool segment, and I wanted to include it because it's really cool. And there was only one of those in Man of Medan,
Insane.
but there's like multiple in this one. But they're running away from this creature, and they get to the church with the others. No, it's not a church, it's a museum. The main group of now John and Andrew, because Angela was like dragged into the sewers by Amy's corpse.
Yeah.
And we think she's dead, but she's not.
Yeah.
But so then Taylor and Daniel go to this museum, and they just missed John and Andrew, because you literally play as John and Andrew the first like time going into the museum, and you discover the poppet that Mary has on display, and you get a choice to either like decide to burn it, which I think fucks everything up. I didn't burn it because I wanted to give Mary a chance. I'm glad I did, but so you could either burn it, or you can just say that that Mary is the cause of all this happening, which makes her a primary target for you. So then you see Mary like running through the museum, and you follow her because you think she's trying to lead you somewhere. Actually, there are two children. It's Mary, and then there's another one, but I think they're both the same kid. But one of them's leading you through the museum, trying to like bring you somewhere, I think. And then John and Andrew leave. Taylor and Daniel come in. They find the same museum. They just have to, for some reason, they go in the entrance and leave the entrance. And then they all reconvene at the church. This time they see the hovering body of Tabitha is closing in on them, and now they are barricading the doors, and who else but Vince comes up and is like, hey, and he's walking very slowly towards the door, which is very creepy and like very like, come on, hurry up, because like apparently he cannot see what's happening, which will come in to be important later. And so they barricade the door on Vince, and they're like, and he's Andrew's like, hey man, go get away, and Vince is like, not until you look me in the eye, not until I look you in the eyes. And so they all flee up to the steeple of the church, where Daniel and Taylor are there as well. And when they're in the steeple, they get a vision of the brother from the old time. I forget his name, but it also starts with a D. Rightfully so. Where he was also accused of being a witch, because now Joseph, who's the father of Mary, is now like recusing Megan because he thinks Mary's a witch, like, and screwing up the family. And basically she accused Daniel's counterpart in the old time of being a witch, and then he's brought up to the steeple of the church, and they kind of like push him off, but you can grab him and like you can like try to save him, but when the camera pans out, it looks like he's just floating there, which kind of further proves the accusation of witchcraft. And then this I want to say like sheriff or whatever just like comes in, like just hits something with a knife and like makes us let go, and then the guy, Daniel's counterpart, falls to his death, gets impaled on the fence below, similar to Dennis in the beginning of the game. Which this is so cool how this is all coming together. And then we see them, they get down to the bottom, they get out of the church, they run because now they're being chased not only by Tabitha's dead body, they're also being chased by I'm just gonna say Dennis's body, because now they're both reanimated. But Tabitha, she can like I think she can get a rope and attach it to her victim. No, she has like this tentacle that like wraps around her victim's neck, which in this case her assumed victim is supposed to be Taylor, because it's her counterpart. And then Dennis's body comes up and you see him wielding spears, and he could throw those at you through any point in the game now. But they're all running away, and they come to this little opening, and you can either save Taylor or save Daniel. If you save Taylor, it'll save her and Daniel. But if you save Daniel, it'll only save Daniel. It'll make Taylor get killed. Actually, no, I'm thinking too far. The group goes to a little clearing, in like a little the forest. They're like trying to get away from this, and then they hear something in the bushes. Turns out it's Angela coming back, because Angela escaped the sewers, and she found the group. So then they all start going on, and then they approach this clearing, and the choice is between Angela and Daniel. Angela's being chased by her counterpart, which can like wrap a chain around her and like pull her in. And then Daniel's like almost being stabbed by his counterpart. And of course I chose to save Angela again because Daniel saves himself. And if you don't save Angela, Angela will die. And I will say I get really lucky in these games on my first playthrough, because my first playthrough everybody always survives except for this one. But so they save Angela and Daniel, and they start running again, and then we get a flashback of Joseph getting a knock on his door from a character named Abraham. And Abraham is the counterpart of Anthony and Andrew. Abraham is like, I've been told that I have to take this girl into possession, but lately she's just been acting really creepy and weird and
insane.
He goes to Joseph, her former father, about it, and Joseph's like, I want to hear nothing about that girl or her witchcraft. She caused the death of this family. And then he tells Abraham to go to the authorities and report it. And you have to try to convince him, as Andrew, to do it as well. But then Joseph, he also somehow gets accused of being a witch. So then his trial is that he gets stoned to death. So he gets a wood plank on top of him.
Boom.
And stones are crushing him.
Boom.
And ultimately he ends up dying from being crushed,
Yeah.
because in the beginning James was crushed from the debris from the house falling on him.
Yeah.
And then now our sole focus is trying to find Mary and like put an end to her like reign of terror, as they call it.
Yeah.
But it's also around this point where you discover that Reverend Carter is also could be the villain, because of this secret that he was talking to Mary about. So as Andrew, you can kind of like try to convince Daniel that Mary should be spared, but the rest of the group doesn't believe it at first. And then after some time, they're being chased by everybody again. This time they are in, I think they're in another building, and they get, this one's the creepiest. They get chased by Joseph's dead counterpart, which is shambling on the ground, and it's very speedy on the ground.
Yeah.
And it's like twitching and jerking around on the ground, and it's like really creepy, and I love it.
Yeah, fast boy.
Yeah. And but you can have John die to this, but he didn't die for me, thankfully. So at this point everybody is still fine. They are barricaded inside this building now. And they find their way out the back exit. Angela's like, maybe we should try the path we've been avoiding the most. And then they try crossing the bridge again.
Yeah.
And I think at this point, well, after they cross the bridge, kind of leads into another flashback of, well, I think they're in a church again, and Abraham is trying to convince the judge of Mary's witchcraft, and the judge won't have it because he believes Reverend Carter. Reverend Carter is like saying that Mary's a witch. Abraham's trying to convince the judge of her innocence, and the judge won't believe him, and so then essentially the group keeps fighting until the culmination of the flashback. This is the last flashback where where Reverend Carter's kind of talking to the judge and holding this little congregation, and Mary is on the top, and Abraham is also on the top.
Yeah.
And so Andrew, Daniel, and Angela all get transported to this flashback. So now you can either have the choice to have Abraham save Mary or let Mary die. I saved Mary because I didn't trust Reverend Carter at all. So after some convincing, you can have Abraham save Mary, because what he does is he goes down to the judge, and he whispers something in the judge's ear. And I'm assuming what he said to the judge is check Carter's notebook. And then says something about the drawings in Carter's notebook, or whatever. And then the judge is like, what I have just learned shakes me to my very core. And then he grabs the notebook out of Reverend Carter's hand, opens it, and sees all these incantations and symbols and sigils and all that. And of course, Carter's trying to denounce it and disprove it, being like, this is the work of the devil. The devil's out to get me. And they just take Carter away. And then Mary's like, you saved me. Thank you. And then it cuts to black, and Andrew's like, but I didn't save you. And then so it kind of puts a stop to this terror. So then it's daybreak, and then they're all approaching. They run into Vince again, because earlier in the game we could pick up a picture and see that there's a picture of Vince and Tanya, so it kind of solidifies that Vince is Tanya's ex-boyfriend, or Tanya's widower. And now Vince points them out to a rest stop where they can get a phone, or they can get food, a phone, call for help. And then Oh yeah, I forgot to mention before this. They're in the original house where it burned down. They're in the original house that burned down, and this part gets really tricky because I thought I'd saved everybody, but then Daniel and Taylor were still inside, and if you have 2 or more locked traits, your characters will die in that house. So Daniel and Taylor had Daniel had like 3 locked traits, Taylor had 2. So then their counterparts catch up with them.
Ooh.
And Taylor, she gets her neck snapped and her body gets dragged away. Daniel gets impaled by his counterpart and gets dragged away. And then the house just collapses in again. And that's kind of the end of those counterparts.
Yeah.
So then now's the Vince scene where he directs them to the phone. The rest stop. Come to see, we get to the diner in the beginning, and they're kind of like reconvening, like going over the whole situation about what happened. And then I forget what line was said, but I think I have it in my notes. One thing that was really cool was that when Daniel and Taylor were in the house, like, the camera zoomed in on the eyes of like the zombies that were chasing them.
Ooh.
And it had the traits flashing, the locked traits coming up and flashing in their eyes, and it was so cool. But the
That
bus
sounds awesome.
But we find out that all these characters were just figments of somebody's imagination, because after the camera like rotates around the character, we see a uniform.
Yeah.
We see the bus driver.
Here we go.
And then we find out that the bus driver is Anthony, because we see on the name tag his name is Anthony.
That's it.
So this is the Anthony from the beginning of the game where he watched his family die. And we find out that none of these characters that we've been playing as the whole game they're not real at all.
No, they're not real. It's the biggest plot twist I have seen from that story. It was insane.
Yeah.
I literally, whenever I watched it the first time, I was like, whoa, wait a minute, what?
Yeah. So then we kind of get flashbacks with Anthony. First one is in the bus when he's talking to the officer and he's like, I got to get all these people back. Camera cuts, shows nobody in the bus. And then the officer looks in and he's like, officer kind of just plays along.
Yeah.
And is,
But here's the best part. I saw this. So whenever the cop is talking to Anthony, saying like, hey, you should go through Little Hope, and there is a sound that plays, that is the exact moment where Anthony loses it, like he's lost his mind.
Oh.
And that like you could see it in his face, going like,
I didn't notice that.
yeah. Pay attention to it whenever you like, if you go back to the gameplay or go back to the story. But there's a slight sound. It's like a piano note or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Where it's that exact moment where Anthony just lost it.
Yeah.
It's so cool and so interesting, because that, like, everything you would know, except for of course the other players, the other characters, like, you know, everything is fake except for, of course, the burning house. The family, yes, the family has died.
Yeah, that's the real
But
part.
That's the real part.
But
the family
then
has died.
there's also the question of, what did Megan see?
Yeah.
Because she was talking to someone.
Yeah.
And there was a figure behind her. So there has to be some sort of paranormal thing to this as well.
But then I also learned about this too.
What?
All of the characters that you interact with are all noticeable characters.
Yeah.
People that Anthony has interacted with.
Yeah.
Everyone else, like all the extra characters in the background, whenever they had their whole cult thing,
Mm-hmm.
all their faces are blurred out.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool, except for the fact of Reverend of Carter.
Yeah. Who was Reverend Carter? Like, who
Exactly.
was? At first when he was like coming up, I was like, oh my god, he's the bus driver. He has to be the reincarnate of the bus driver. And come to find out, the bus driver is Anthony.
Yeah.
But we also see, like, when he's talking to Vince in the bar, because John is talking to Vince in the bar.
Yeah.
But in this flashback, it's Anthony talking to Vince, and Anthony's like, "We're all just trying to find a way out of
But
here."
there's like no
And
one
then
there.
Vince chuckles, and
He goes, "Who the hell is we?"
no, yeah, pretty much. But Vince chuckles. He's like, "That's a really funny joke."
Yeah.
And makes more sense now
Yeah.
because of this.
Yeah.
And then we also see in the church, Anthony's the only one barricading the door, and Vince is trying to check in on him. That's why Vince is following us the whole time, is because he's trying to check on Anthony, because he knows that Anthony is the only sole survivor from that.
Yeah.
And then instead of John being like, instead of John being like, "You gotta get out of here,"
It's
and then
Vince.
It's Anthony saying, "You gotta get out of here," and then that's when Vince says, not until I look into your eyes."
Yeah.
And then it's just so insane. There's also like an ending you can get where where Anthony shoots himself,
Yeah.
but that's only if you find the gun. I did not find a single weapon in my playthrough, and there were 3 you can find. And the curator, every like time it cut to him, he's like, "Wow, it appears you've missed some very useful implements."
Yeah, there was I think at the church, there's a picture of Reverend Carter.
Yeah.
I think that's how Anthony remembers that face, is because of the picture.
Yeah.
Like Carter does not remind us of anyone else that we've ever interacted with in the entire game.
Yeah.
So that's my theory,
Yeah.
is that it's a picture.
I also think the supernatural figure behind Megan in the beginning was Reverend Carter.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what this one YouTuber was talking about whenever I saw it. It's either like Carter or someone else. But
It has
I
to be
think
Carter,
it has to be,
because that would fill in
I'm-
the missing piece.
You would think that Maggie would be in therapy, right?
Megan's dead.
Well, before,
Well, her family didn't really care about her too much,
Okay.
aside from Tanya and Andrew,
Okay. 'Cause
or Anthony, and
the guy mentions that you can also find the piece of a drawing that Megan drew,
Okay.
and
I think I remember that.
one of them being her, and the other one being like this big black
Yep.
dark shadow.
I remember that.
That basically is Carter.
Yeah, I remember that. I
So-
think it was Carter.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the game just ends with you driving away, or like
either you.
you don't drive away, but you
Yeah.
the game just ends with the flashbacks and just like you being Anthony.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when I was
It's-
like, that was a twist I did not expect.
Yeah.
Normally when I play stuff, when I watch stuff, I can guess it before anything even happens.
Yeah.
This one shocked me
This one shocked me.
because I was like, when it happened, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, I actually said that out loud. I think some of my residents heard me.
You're like, holy shit.
Pretty much. I was like that. But yeah, it was insane.
No, it's such a cool story with that whole like 3 timeline stories. Like you get the original timeline, you get the fake timeline, you get the present timeline.
Yeah.
It's so cool just to see all that.
And I like how they bridge
And-
the mysteries with like why the characters look like each other.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the characters themselves even acknowledge that as well.
Oh yeah.
Because they noticed it too.
Oh yeah.
And which I think is really cool that it did not go unsaid. The coolest thing about this is how Will Poulter is in this.
Yes.
He plays Adam Warlock. And
Yeah, he plays Adam Warlock and Guardians of the Galaxy.
when I was playing
Whenever-
the game, I was like, he looks so familiar.
Whenever I saw his face, I'm like, wait a minute, that's Adam Warlock.
Yeah. And one of the extras in the game is an interview with Will Poulter.
Ooh.
Yeah. I didn't watch it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Which is kind of insane that they had the budget to get Will Poulter on
I
this.
know. Listen, they have some pretty like decent people
They
playing
do.
these characters.
They
It's
do.
really cool.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need Laura Bailey playing one.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I want my girl Laura Bailey. Girl, I love you so much.
But yeah, that's Little Hope. I think I'm gonna re-download it and play the theatrical cut this time instead of the curator's cut.
Yes.
But when you end the game, the curator's like, well, we will meet again, and I know we will.
Boom.
Maybe in House of Ashes.
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I love the curator so much.
The curator's amazing. He's so much better than the doctor in Until Dawn.
Yeah.
I love the curator.
And there's also parts in the games where you can see the curator standing in the background of scenes.
Yeah.
And I think I caught him in one scene in Little Hope, but that's about it. But in like the other games, like House of Ashes and like Devil in Me, you can see him standing in like key moments of the story, like just standing in the background, hiding somewhere,
just watching.
Yeah.
No, I also realized that the 1 out of 3 games, one of them actually has an actual genuine threat, that being in House of Ashes. But other than that, like Devil in Me is like a whole psychological thing.
Yeah, I didn't play Devil in Me yet.
I love watching the Devil in Me story. It is amazing. I love it.
Just be careful, because I don't want spoilers for that one.
No, don't worry about it. I'm just saying I love it.
Yeah.
Little Hope is again psychological. Man of Medan is psychological.
Man of Medan is a different kind of psychological.
Yeah.
Their psyche is being affected by this thing that's on the ship.
Yeah.
Everything they're experiencing is kind of real.
Yeah.
Like, because they're actually on this ship.
Yeah.
They are like interacting with each other, but the Manchurian gold that's on that ship is the gas that's like affecting them, making them see things.
Yeah. But for like House of Ashes, that's like an actual like genuine like physical threat to you and your characters in this game.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm basically saying.
I just replayed Man of Medan as well, and
Insane.
I wanted Julia to be the sole survivor, because I got every other character killed, and then Julia survived. But in the post-credit scene, she died because she resurfaced too quickly in the beginning. Something I could not control. She resurfaced too quickly in the beginning and got the bends, and so she died from the bends in the after the credits. But I don't count it because it was after the credits. So I'm like, in my heart, she still survived.
Well,
because she's my favorite character in that game.
That's so funny.
In this game, I think my favorite character is Angela.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's transition from the Dark Pictures anthology to
Poopy Playtime.
No. Poppy Playtime.
I know.
Poppy Playtime.
I know.
So
I'm just joking.
I'm gonna say this now. I think I'm gonna get if my cousin ever listens to this, which I doubt she will. She is probably going to argue with me. But personally, because my cousin loves Five Nights at Freddy's. Mm-hmm. Personally, I think the Poppy Playtime lore is 10 times better than the FNAF lore.
Really?
Yes, because it goes in deep. You see your lore in books, movies, video games, and FNAF. Mm-hmm. But Poppy Playtime goes in deep. So I love the lore of Poppy Playtime. Okay. I love it. I literally wrote in my notes. I said I don't have the games, but I've watched the gameplays a lot. It basically is like a routine at this point. Mm-hmm. The lore is chef's kiss. It's amazing. It goes deep. But starting off with the lore, Playtime Company, a toy warehouse that also acted as an orphanage. You'll learn that whole orphanage bit in Chapter 3.
Yep.
This place would make toys for, you guessed it, kids. Poppy was basically the face of the company. The company was founded by Elliot Ludwig, and despite the fact that his family passed away and has been at his lowest, he never stopped being the owner of Playtime Co. And this is where it gets deep.
Yep.
Elliot Ludwig is a scientist, and he would experiment on kids who lived in the orphanage. Mm-hmm. And some experiments would work, some experiments would fail. The ones that would work would literally physically and basically mentally turn these kids into life-size toys.
Oh my god.
It was insane. So Chapter 1 is called A Tight Squeeze. It starts with a VHS ad about Poppy Playtime and Playtime Co. The villain is Huggy Wuggy. Fuck that guy.
Freaky as shit. Freaky off.
It's the intro to the entire lore, and you also get your intro to the grab pack, and the grab pack is basically your bestie. Mm-hmm. I said, and I'm just reading my notes word for word. When I first saw him, I was like, "Hey, yo, what the fuck?" Story starts off with you walking into the now abandoned warehouse. You are an ex-employee who is investigating the disappearance of your coworkers a decade later. You adventure through some rooms to take care of some puzzles, but you also see Huggy Wuggy, who looks like a statue, but that is so not the issue.
I hate stuff like that.
and there's a door that is locked, and you basically have to interact with the door, and then you hear a jingle. You turn around and you see Huggy Wuggy holding the fucking key. He didn't even move from his statue form. He's just holding the key. He has this fuck ass smile with his hand up like this. Like and then he's holding onto the key, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, what the actual fuck? And so you take the key with the grab pack. Thank God you're not going up and reaching the fucker. But this game does have a lot of puzzles you have to use your grab pack with. You have to go through various rooms.
I love the grab pack.
And the grab pack is amazing. And this main puzzle where you have to make your own toy and put it into the toy scanner. And once it scans its actual toy, you go through to this one room. It has 2 doors on the left and right and one main hallway in the side.
Yeah.
On the front. You can't go in through the 2 doors, but the main hallway shows you guessed it, Huggy Wuggy. Scares the shit out of me.
Oh my God, yes.
And literally, oh my God. I said, after the main puzzle towards the end, you meet Huggy Wuggy. I said, bro, hell no. Bro is terrifying, and it leads you to a chase into the vents, and let me tell you, I hate watching it.
Yeah. After
the chase, you think that it goes to the vents, and bro has this fuck ass razor ass smile, and I love this game so much. I hate Huggy Wuggy. He's terrifying. He's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, he is.
I also had the time to last night. I got some of the pictures of this dude. So this is during the chase. This is what he looks like. His eyes are dilated.
Yeah.
He has his whole ass razor teeth smile, and I hate it.
Oh my God.
And you have to like go through the chase in the vents, and it has scary music in it. So you're like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. And then after that, you go into the like this little spot that leads you to this main room. So during the VHS ad, you see an image of a door that has like a painting outside the door, and it's a poppy flower, and that's the door that you're trying to go to release Poppy
and his Playtime.
And okay, and oh my God. But after the chase, you have to grab this box and bring it down to one of the scaffoldings. And the box will hit Huggy, and Huggy will be hitting like pipes as he falls down and stuff like that. And you see blood, and it's genuine blood. You think you killed him. You think. You don't see anything yet. You think. And you go into the hallway to see Poppy. You open up the box, and Poppy apparently was stuck in that box for a long time, and it like the lights flash around you, and it just goes dark, basically knocks you the fuck out. And Poppy goes, "You opened my box, finally." And literally, you would assume that she would be like, "How fucking dare you? You opened my box."
Isn't that beginning of Isn't that the end of the first game?
Yeah, that's the end. That's the end of chapter 1.
Yeah, which
leads it to chapter 2. Called Fly in a Web. It starts off with, again, a VHS ad, but about Mommy Longlegs. Fuck her.
Miss Huggy Wuggy.
Her. Oh, no. She's a spider. She's a spider.
Never mind. I thought it was the pink Huggy Wuggy.
No, that's Kissy Missy.
Okay.
No, this is Mommy Longlegs.
Oh.
Yeah. And I said, in all caps, oh, also, these chapters get like 10 times bigger as they move on.
Okay.
Chapter 4 is by far the biggest chapter so far. Bigger in size, bigger in gameplay.
Okay.
Yeah. But the villain is Mommy Longlegs, and I wrote, "Hello, what the fuck are you?"
Hello. Coca-Cola. Hello.
So yeah. You maneuver deeper into the factory and try to escape with Poppy, and Poppy basically scares shit out of you because you wake up and you walk into this one room, and Poppy can literally like walk through the ventilation systems because she's a doll, an actual real life doll.
Yeah.
Who I think is a kid trapped in her as well. Again, kids are trapped in these toys, in these life-size toys. There's a kid trapped. There's a kid who got experimented and made into Mommy Longlegs.
It's giving FNAF.
I guess you could say that, but like it's actual kids being morphed into these. Yeah. And you maneuver around more of the factory, like deeper into the factory. You meet Mommy Longlegs, and I said, ew, her line. Oh my god, no, it's like her intro line. You get in your grab pack, you get blue and a red hand. You're trying to interact with a red hand scanner, and she grabs your hand. She goes, oh, a new player, and breaks off your hand. And I'm like, oh. Hell
Wasn't there
no.
only the blue grab hand in chapter 1?
No, it was both. It was both blue and red.
Okay, I forgot.
In chapter 2, Mommy Longlegs breaks off your red hand, and you have to go and make a green hand. Green hand conducts electricity and currents and blah 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 blah. So, there's the main setting to this chapter is called the game station, where you have to go and play 3 different games in order to get into this train to try and get the fuck out of there. And Mommy Longlegs has the code to the game, to the train, and she splits it into 3 parts. Hence why I have to play 3 rounds of games.
Yeah.
One of them being a memory game with a character named Benzo Bunny. If you mess up too many times, you die from the bunny.
Oh.
And as you end the memory game, Mommy here gets disappointed, wanting to literally see you die, but womp womp, and she gives you a part of a code to get you out via train the game station. The next game is called Whack-A-Wuggy. It's basically in the name, and it freaks me out.
Whack-A-Wuggy.
It's tiny little wuggies going into like little fucking tunnels, and you have to use your grab pack to whack the shit out of them.
Oh my god.
And I hate it. It's little tiny wuggies.
By the way, real quick, don't hate me for this, but
Isn't this exciting, Poppy?
Oh.
Very
Yeah, that's right. She
exciting,
kidnaps Poppy.
Mommy.
And yeah, that's right. She
Mommy
kidnapped Poppy in
heard
this.
that Miss Poppy was going to just give you the train code to escape.
oh, that is creepy.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
god.
there are points where she gets even more creepy and gets right into your face with her eyes dilated, and she goes, it's something like that, going like, you will die, like
Oh, okay.
something like that. So you survive the whole Whack-A-Wuggy, get the second part of the code,
Whack-A-Wuggy.
and Mommy is pissed. You move on to the last game. However, you have to maneuver through the cart corridors and get back to the game station. And this is where you see Kissy Missy, but you see it as an outline of Huggy Wuggy, and you're like, oh shit, Huggy's not dead. Huggy's not dead. Like, oh shit, we're fucked.
Oh.
But as Kissy steps into the light, it's pink. It's a pink version of Huggy Wuggy.
Oh my god.
And Kissy Missy helps you through in the corridors. Pulls down the lever and opens up a gate for you.
Is it okay? Let me ask this: is it like a helping, like she's gonna betray you? Or...
No, helping.
Oh, so
Yeah.
she's actually
You
friendly.
Yeah, she's actually really friendly. You will see her more often in the 3rd and 4th chapters.
Okay.
More the 4th chapter. So I actually had to pull up the whole Poppy Playtime wiki for chapter 4. I never got to finish chapter 4. During. So she helps you, and I put in parentheses in all caps, yay.
Yay.
Like yay. And also during the corridors, you find a tape with, so you, throughout the game, you find tapes, VHS tapes with TVs, and you get more of the lore. You'll find documents, you'll find whatever. In one of these tapes, it is fucking awesome. You want to know who you see?
Huggy Wuggy.
No,
Kissy Missy.
you see fucking Top of the Morning to ya.
Oh,
Jacksepticeye's in the game.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Jacksepticeye is in the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, I will definitely have to show you that at some point. But after escaping the corridors, you play one more game called Statues. You have to make it from one side of the room to the other in the dark. When the lights come on, you can't move. However, there's this dude named Pugapillar. Yeah, it's a dog as a caterpillar.
Oh my god. Okay.
Who chases you.
But I love pugs, so
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be
Yeah,
fine.
his face is the shape of a pug.
Yeah.
Yeah. He might look cute, but he's fucking terrifying.
In low light, yeah.
Yeah. So he'll chase you in the game Statues. At the end of the room is a dead end, and Mommy thinks you're gonna die here, but you find a way out. You get the final clue and get into a couple of chase moments with Mommy. These chase moments suck. So, because I watch them, I feel like I'm actually playing the game. Hate it. The chase scenes lead into mommy literally moaning as you get chased. Literally moaning.
Oh my god.
It is so weird, and I hate it. It's like with all of her limbs getting extended and having her fingers like contort and shit. It's there you go. There you go. There
I
you
got
go.
the chills from that.
There you go. But it's like the constant moaning, and I'm like, bitch, you better stop.
The way you're talking about it reminds me of the plankton meme though.
But she literally just moans, and it's so weird. But there's this one moment where it gets into a chase. You have to look up, and there's a bar for your grab pack to grab, and you can get lifted up. You look down, and you see this motherfucker. Yeah.
Oh.
It's the scarier, chasier version of Mommy Longlegs. Yeah.
Second, her ultimate form.
Her eyes are dilated. Her fingers are extended. Her legs are extended. Her arms are extended. She's crawling on all fours, trying to chase you down. Again, moaning. So, what the fuck? like I keep thinking to myself, what the fuck is up with the moaning? But yeah, it is terrifying. Hate it. After you get into the chase, there's one last chase scene that you have to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
But it leads you to a grinder. And as mommy basically charges at you again on all fours, and basically gets kind of runs into the grinder. You turn on the grinder, catches her limbs, and then this is how she dies. She gets crushed by the grinder, and half of her torso kind of falls off.
Oh my!
What all that's left is an arm, her torso, her chest, her neck, and her head. And that's basically it.
Oh my.
But she screams something along the lines of "You killed them!" before she dies from the grinder.
Yeah.
And then as you watch her fall from the grinder and from whatever's left, you see this ominous hand go underneath from the this half open garage door. It looks like needles and stuff. Grabs her, I think, by her hand or her chest, and pulls her ever so slowly away.
Oh my god.
That fucker, we learn later on, is named the Prototype. And then, so after, seeing Mommy Longlegs dead, after seeing that whole fuck-ass, Squidward-ass hand go up and take her away, you get to the train, put in the code. As you attempt to leave Poppy's, as you attempt to leave Playtime Co, Poppy's nah, I still need you, and gets you off course.
Oh.
Yeah. Which knocks you the fuck out. And then now we move on to chapter 3.
Okay.
Deep Sleep. Villain is Catnap. It has, again, starts off with another VHS ad about the smiling critters. Where it's a little intro show. It's just a 2D little animated show. The song starts off with SMIL every day. Yay! And so it leads into to the toys where it's all the smiling critter toys. I'll list off all the names in a second.
Mm-hmm.
But Catnap has this gas that makes these kids get nightmares, and it leads to these news stories saying, hey, Catnap is having a massive recall and ultimately a removal from smiling critters. And so it's really cool. And so the smiling critters include Dog Day, he's the leader, Catnap recalled, Bubba Fint, Crafty Corn, Happy Hopscotch, Kickin' Chicken, Picky Piggy, and Bobby Bearhug. Now you don't see all these characters except for Dog Day.
Mm-hmm.
But I should have mentioned, there are cutouts of almost every character. Kissy Missy, Huggy Wuggy, Mommy Longlegs, all the smiling critters. In chapter 3, you get to interact with these cutouts because they have buttons and they give out dialogue.
Yeah.
At the end of almost every dialogue, you'll hear screaming and go into static. Hence, them being tortured or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You'll also get an upgraded grab pack. longer wire, 2 new hands, and a gas mask.
Oh.
One hand sends you flying. It's like a purple hand that you can just like go like do like a little bit of a ground pound, and it sends you flying up. It's actually it's nice. Another hand is also a flare, so it literally looks like this.
Okay.
And then there's also jets at the back of the pack, so you can land without breaking bones. And here's my personal thought for the entire chapter. Damn! In all caps. After being knocked down from the train, we wake up to see Catnap dragging us into the room that is crushing in... What? No. Catnap is dragging us from the train into, like, this little tunnel.
Yeah.
You'll see his fuck-ass face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It is black eyes with white pupils, a gaping smile, but this long, like, furry cat dude with this long-ass tail. Yeah. Just wait until you get the final boss battle. He is ugly. So you wake up and you get dragged into the room that is crushing in on you. You escape the room and you get to meet more characters and villains. And this moves on into the I don't know how to get that thing to turn back on. That's so funny. But you interact with you'll get a ringing phone at this point. You answer the phone, and it's this little kid named Ollie. He helps you take down Catnap and maneuver around you finally go into the orphanage. I think you're figuring it out. So you finally go in and maneuver around the orphanage, and this is where you find schools, hospitals, you name it. I think they got it. So orphan kids would live inside this dome that is blocked off from the outside world. It had everything Playtime themed: school, home, toys. Ludwig said that it was the main goal of this to keep kids happy, hiding the fact that he was an evil asshole. We have to find a way to get the fuck out of there. And underneath the statue is the power room, which leads you into this whole gas room thingy. Hang on, I'm gonna do this. Deep sleep. So, finding and answering the phone, you interact with Ollie. Yeah. He promises the guy that I forgot to mention, your name in this game is called The Player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ollie promises the guy Player while explaining the ongoing situation. We take we go into this little, like, it's like an incline. It's called the Elliot's Express. The guy's name is Elliot.
Yeah.
To enter the dome. And the dome, you'll hear a speech by Elliot Ludwig that introduces the ideology and thoughts during the creation of the Playcare. That's the orphan. That's the orphanage. It's called Playcare. Upon arriving, Ollie gives player a key to the gas production zone. That's your main place. It's like the game station, but for deep sleep.
It's like the Game Hangar.
The this is where the gas produced is called the red smoke. So that's Catnap's whole thing, is the red smoke. He will, like, his toy produces the red smoke and gives these kids hallucinations and nightmares. So after watching the tutorial for the gas, you realize that you have to have the gas mask. You'll find the gas mask throughout, like, in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And there is this one place called Home Sweet Home. The player starts to inhale red smoke, falling into a nightmare. They make their way through a maze of seemingly endless corridors, some even crossing over themselves, while also coming across the recordings of Playtime news coverage, claiming that a dead child has been found on Elliot's Ludwig's estate. Throughout it all, Catnap stalks the player, watching them from shadows and disappearing when spotted. There was a moment where Ollie is calling you on, like, this little payphone throughout your nightmare, and he goes, "You need to run." You turn around and you see Catnap in the door. And you're like, oh, fuck.
Oh my God.
But he, like, backs away into the shadows. You don't see him until later on.
Plus, with the darkened out face, that sounds like it'll be so creepy.
It was terrifying because you see his white eyes. You see his pupil eyes. It's horrifying. So you go, and then like sooner or later you find this one room that has a VHS and the TV, and the TV starts to have a little bit of lore, but then it leads into a face of Nightmare Huggy Wuggy.
Oh.
And this Nightmare Huggy Wuggy starts pulling what's the movie called? The Ring, where he goes out of the TV and literally leads you into a jump scare. You can't escape it, and that jump scare leads you into a different room. And you find this game also introduces battery packs, for like different places that need power, and so after you escape that, you go and you take power from Home Sweet Home into your main area to the gas production zone. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks.
Man, can for once just Huggy Wuggy be the good guy, please? Like,
oh, you wish. Just wait until the end of chapter 4.
Oh boy.
Oh, just you wait. So after the whole nightmare, you're trying to escape, and Kissy Missy attacks you and pins you down. And
Kissy Missy.
And until she's stopped by Poppy, it says a determined yet regretful Poppy explains to the player she cannot just let them leave, and needs to get rid of the ones who tormented them, warning them that the prototype will kill the player if they try to escape, and that he needs to be destroyed.
I thought Kissy Missy was friendly.
Well, that's like just out of self-defense. And since we were like getting out of that nightmare, so Poppy's like, "Hey, yo, he's a friend. Stop."
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So now Ollie tells the player that that they need to go to the school. This is where we encounter Miss Delight. Fuck you, Miss Delight. The bitch only moves whenever you don't look at her.
Yo, Miss Delight.
And I hate her so much. I hate her.
Yo, Miss Delight.
Because she has like dialogue as she's like going around, and so.
Oh, Weeping Angel mechanics.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have to go around and get more batteries and get more power from the school to go into to make it to the gas production zone. And during that, there is like a garage door that leads into this chase with Miss Delight. Even if you look at her, she's still chasing you.
Oh.
But you have to like pull on the lever, close the garage door, which ultimately crushes her and kills her.
Thank God.
I hate Miss Delight so much.
Listen,
so much.
Any game that has Weeping Angel mechanics is immediately the scariest game I've ever played.
There you go.
I need to be staring at what is chasing me.
Yeah.
Regardless, and if it's chasing me when I'm not looking, oh no. Because, yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, it'll chase you whenever you're not looking. But whenever you look at her, she'll stop, and it's.
Because let me tell you, even though it's not a horror game, Batman Arkham Knight, when they did that Weeping Angel segment with the statues, I was creeped out.
I love that segment with the Weeping Angels type of thing.
I was creeped out
with the Joker segment. I love it. It's so good.
I just replayed it a few days ago.
Yeah.
I 120'd it a few days ago, like I said in our last episode.
Yeah.
And that scene, I literally had to just close my eyes for it because it was so creepy to me.
It's so good.
It is.
I love it.
But it's creepy.
But so after the school, this is where you attain a flare hand. Makes their way to the caverns of Playcare. Yes, there are caverns in this little bitch. After completing several puzzles, making it to a orange VHS tape, they see Catnap worshipping the shrine for the prototype. So Catnap worships the prototype.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. So the player enters the playhouse through the caves, where they meet a horde of ruined critters, and they fend off via the flare hand. Also in this area, they stumble upon another VHS tape about Catnap. On their way out, they discover a cell where they encounter a locked-up, tortured, and legless Dog Day, who explains the entirety of Playcare and Catnap's personal territory. Dog Day also explains that Catnap takes orders from the prototype, worshipping him and killing anyone who goes against him. Shortly after his monologue ends, the ruined critters infest Dog Day through hijacking his body and basically killing Dog Day.
Mm-hmm.
But basically having his body. So they infest Dog Day through his torso since he doesn't have any legs.
Oof.
Yeah, it's rough. It ends with a infested Dog Day where you have to escape him, but you don't you don't kill him. You don't kill him.
Okay.
Which I mean I wish you did so that you could put Dog Day out of his misery, but you would vaguely hear his screams before taking down the slide of the playhouse. After getting more stuff from the playhouse, going into the gas production zone, you have to go to the counselor's office, where you see emergency tape, a warning issued to Playtime Co. in 1995, warning them of a hostile force and instructing them to evacuate, and that being the catnap, escaping and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Tape is cut short, and a new message ominously appears. It says, "Open the doors now. The hour of joy has arrived," and that happened. We'll get back to the whole hour of joy at the end of this chapter real quick. Again, you have to solve more puzzles to make their way through the counselor's office as they enter a red smoke-filled area while trying to power the building. Players ambushed by Catnap, who knocks the gas mask off their face, make them inhale the gas once more and send them to a dream state in which Poppy asks the player rhetorical questions. And it gets to this whole nightmare with with them thinking that they saw Huggy Wuggy, and Poppy saying no you don't, as a response to her previous question regarding the player knowing or not knowing what's real. Then after the whole nightmare, we wake up with Catnap warning them to leave play care over Ollie's telephone. Now Catnap's voice was really it's spooky. It is like a ominous whisper.
Ooh.
And it's get out or something like
Ew.
that. Yeah, something like that. It's really weird because in the lore in the VHS tapes they think that Catnap doesn't have a voice, but whenever we learn about the voice, we're like, oh shit. So they return to the zone, and Catnap ambushes them, filling the room with red smoke and chasing the player into an elevator. This is what Catnap looks like whenever you get into that whole chase scene with the elevator.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He's a hairless cat with his mouth ajar, looking all bony and shit.
Ooh.
And yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have to play this. Oh my god.
It's good. Again, it's going to be really powerful. It's really powerful because it's big.
Yeah.
The player enters a safe room where they locate VHS tape and are required to fend off Catnap for 3 minutes. However, the room is filled with red smoke, which this is the final boss battle, which causes them to consistently hallucinate about fake catnaps. As he maneuvers around his way towards the player, after the whole 3 minutes, the green hand will get overcharged, and you hit it at Catnap, which electrocutes the dude, destroying the green hand in the process as well. Catnap is electrocuted and lit on fire after exhaling the red smoke.
Oh.
And then, literally above us, is the prototype's arm, and Catnap looks up, and this is what Catnap will look like again after the whole So, he'll get, again, Catnap gets electrocuted, tries to exhale red smoke while trying to grab you, gets lit up. And he looks up and sees the prototype's hand, and he literally goes on his hand, his knees, and his hands are just, looking like this, going you are my god. And literally, the prototype's hand goes from, being here to, being here, and literally, boom! Goes right into his face.
Oh.
Basically stabbing him. It says the prototype stabs him through the mouth, taking his life. Again, you see more blood, which again, kind of makes you realize that these are kids.
Yeah.
These are kids who got morphed into these things. The prototype then takes Catnap's lifeless corpse away. Return to the gas production zone. The player uses the battery to power the console, diverting the gas and powering the area. Player reunites with Poppy, who shows them a tape showing them the Hour of Joy. So what the Hour of Joy was, under the prototype's orders and influence, various life-size toys were shown attacking and killing everyone present in the factory at the time. Poppy then explains that she heard everything that happened and has since been distraught by the needless slaughter of so many lives, including those who were innocent on that day. Therefore, she has vowed to put an end to the prototype for what is done. The Poppy and the player take an elevator deeper into the factory while Kissy Missy stays behind to activate it. As the elevator lowers to the ground, we see Kissy get attacked by an unknown entity.
Oh.
Yeah. We try to turn the elevator up to save her, but the door concealing the elevator closes, making us realize what the hell is going to happen with her. Which now goes us into chapter 4.
Not my girl Kissy
Yay!
Missy.
I know.
I was just starting to like her more.
I know. You'll see her again.
Yay.
In chapter 4, let's look at my notes real quick before going to the website.
Let me guess. Is the prototype the main villain of 4?
No.
No. Oh.
So it is actually this. So it starts off with a VHS ad about Joey the Dough Man.
Okay.
It's like a Play-Doh, dude. It's actually really cool.
Okay.
But there are more villains to see. Hartley Sawyer looks like a computer dude. He literally is just a TV with like an eye. And I'm dead fucking serious. After the chapter came out, people have made edits of Hartley Sawyer as his computer form as thirst traps.
As usual, as
I
online
can't
communities
make
do.
that shit up. I can't make it up.
To be honest, I'm not surprised.
And then Yarnaby, this asshole is he's just a ball of yarn, but he's like a dog that is absolutely rabid, and he's insane.
Oh.
And then we also interact with Pianosaurus. However, yeah, it's basically a dinosaur, but with like a piano in his mouth. It's like Catnap's smile, but it's a piano. It's a piano as teeth. Though we don't really interact with Pianosaurus, we do see him. I'll have to show you the video with that because it's amazing.
Okay.
But Hartley Sawyer is sort of the main villain-ish. But you'll learn about this plot twist in a second. I'm trying to keep it quiet. But no, I said in my personal opinions, I said for Yarnaby, holy shit, no, why? I hate Yarnaby so much. He's terrifying. Hartley Sawyer, I mean, yeah, he is scary, but he's also just an asshole. All right, so at the beginning of the chapter, it starts with a VHS commercial of Joey the Dough Man. Before the gameplay here begins, after hearing Kissy's Missy screams, Poppy and the player go down to the loading bay, before ascending alone to rescue Kissy. Poppy's trying to go. The player makes their way through the depths of Playtime Co., finding VHS tapes and various documents, including journal entries from an orphan named Riley, and who ended up in play care and becoming Experiment. And later on, we come across a massive underground prison near a graveyard of hundreds of dead toys. And pressing on, they discovered an unpowered train that once transported captive bigger bodies. Okay, sorry. Conveniently leading right into the prison. So, after being called by a nervous Ollie, the supply power to the locomotive starts to make their way inside the facility. However, the train's reactivation attracts unwanted attention. The Doctor, an uneasy ally to the prototype. The Doctor is Hartley Sawyer. The controller of the prison, and the mastermind behind all the killer toys' existence along with her misfortune. I probably should have pulled up pictures of the Doctor.
I already looked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see how it's weird to see that these people made thirst traps of that guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So the Doctor intercepts and incarcerates the player, intending on using them as a plaything. That's what the thing says.
Yeah.
Yeah. Waking up into the Eastern Block cell block area, the player continues their journey. At the same time, the Doctor closely monitors progress through CCTV cameras while deploying obstacles to gauge their abilities and reactions.
Kind of like Portal.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Throughout this process, we acquire a brand new red hand for the grab pack, which is actually kind of important.
Okay.
This time from a guard's corpse.
So wait, do you still have the purple hand as well?
Yeah, we still have the purple hand. We still have the purple hand and the flare hand. We don't have the green hand, but we do have the red hand.
Okay. And the blue hand at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the blue hand is your main hand. The red hand switch, like only the right hand switches between the flare hand, the launching hand, and the red hand.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, your blue hand, that's it.
Okay.
So the Doctor proceeds to send out nightmare critters and mini huggies onto the player. Using the flare hand, the player defends off the feral toys. The Doctor soon calling off the attack. He's just like, I want to see this just for shits and giggles, and we're like, stop!
The Sigmund Freud of Poppy Playtime.
Yeah. As we continue through the prison, picking up documents about ex-inhabitants and reaching the warden's office, where we find VHS tapes, key cards, and picking up a key card where we go into another prison block where the Doctor fills it with red smoke and trying to sabotage us. Luckily, the player finds a way out of the facility, picking up some more documents along the way. Eventually, the player reaches an observation room after commentating on the nope. No, that's okay. So this is before Yarnaby. There is a part where you have to go and pick up a red little like card. In that hallway, it's a massacre. Bodies and blood are everywhere, and the hallway's just a mess.
Oh my god!
But it's like decayed bodies too, because it's been a decade since this whole thing. So it's just skeletons, but there's blood on the floor, blood on the walls, hanging bodies from like rebar and stuff.
Oh my god!
And it is a massacre. It is rough. But you get the key card, you move on to the next room. The next room gets you into this little observation room, where the Doctor unleashes the monster's lapdog, Yarnaby.
I saw an image of Yarnaby.
Yeah.
Kind of cute.
His head splits down the middle and opens like a fucking Pac-Man.
Oh, that's not cute.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. It opens like a Pac-Man, and it's like literally just razor sharp teeth at the sides too. So you have to escape through that one room, the observation room, and you are not alone. You have to literally escape that entire area, trying not to interact with Yarnaby, because again, if you interact with Yarnaby, you are fucked.
Like, what do you mean by interact? Like,
jump scare, you die.
Yeah, but like, how do you?
If he finds you, if he sees you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like a whole like silent like chase.
How?
Trying to hide from him.
How big is he compared to the player?
Big.
Really?
Big. He's a big boy.
Oh my god. Okay.
Way
not cute.
Basically every single toy except for the critters and Poppy are smaller than you.
Okay.
But like the critters and Poppy are smaller than you. Maybe Benzo Bunny from Chapter 2. The Huggy Wuggies from Wacka Wuggy smaller than you. But everything else is bigger than you.
Okay.
Like bigger. Even Doughy is bigger than you.
Yeah, Doughy's kind of creepy.
Doughy. So after the whole Yarnaby chase, we find ourselves into another like big observation room above Pianosaurus's enclosure. While trying to cross it, the ledge gives way and drops us into the cell in front of the Pianosaurus, who sees us, and this is where the video comes in place.
Pianosaurus, I looked up. He doesn't look that creepy.
He doesn't, but you'll see in the video that whenever I show you it.
Okay.
So it's really cool. Yeah.
Now how big is Dowie?
Dowie is big. I'm going to show you the rest of the video in a second,
Like-
but I wanted to stop there so that I can explain to you on what really happens.
Yeah.
So I also forgot to mention, throughout the whole Yarnaby escape, Dowie helps you escape.
Okay.
And you'll hear him go like, psst, and you'll see his like just doughy arm just like bend and like point at something.
Okay.
It's cool. It's cool. So Dowie is pretty big, and after the whole Pianosaurus interaction and Pianosaurus tries to go and attack you, you get stopped by Dowie arms, being Dowie,
Yeah.
and he drags him up and obliterates the son of a bitch.
Yeah, oh my
Goes
God.
sending him right, left, up, down, drags him into the darkness, and I can't make this shit up. Dowie eats Pianosaurus Rex.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
So this
He
dude's
eats.
massive.
yeah, he eats the toy.
Because Pianosaurus is big.
Yeah, and well, not that big, but you get the point.
Yeah.
But he will eat it. He will eat Pianosaurus, but leaving the head out for the head to scrape through the floor into the light, and seeing the light from the piano keys fade away.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and Dowie has this line, and I'm pretty sure that the voice actor of Dowie is the same voice actor as Jax from Amazing Digital Circus.
Never seen it.
It's a really good show.
Okay.
It's highly recommended. It's a really good show. So, and Dowie says these first few lines, and I'm gonna say it in my own rendition. He goes, "Now that hit the spot. I haven't eaten in weeks." And he runs up. He goes, "Hiya there, pal." I was like, "I'm Dowie. Don't worry, I won't eat you." He literally giggles too. Dead ass. But he goes, "I'm Dowie. I was told I was expecting you.
Oh.
Come this way. Follow me." And his body walks away, but his head stays there because his whole like dough thing. But and as you follow Dowie, and despite the violent display you saw of him in the first time, he's a jolly old man. He wants to help you escape this thing, even though he's not a man. He's actually a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
A bunch of kids, like basically getting morphed into the dough and since he's all multicolored.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Following Dowie, the players led through various hallways, and they find themselves trapped into a prison utility zone. With the help with Dowie, they managed to make it through. They are soon, so the player, as Dowie goes off ahead, the player soon follows, but is soon pulled into a corner by Poppy and a badly damaged Kissy out of the way from the prototype. Now, Kissy is damaged, yes. She has a pretty poorly, damaged arm, and it's not good. It's not good. She is looking pretty bad. So they find themselves into the way of the safe haven, a heavily fortified section of the facility with its own separate power grid, where the last of the non-aggressive toys have been holed up under Dowie's protection. So these toys are also just non-withered, non-ruined critters.
Yeah.
And also like Huggy Wuggies, just the ones that aren't destroyed and aren't broken.
Evil. And not evil.
Yeah. They're not evil Knieveling.
Okay.
So they are trying to ensure that the prototype does not go inside this place too. Dowie and the other toys are surprised to see Poppy, as she disappeared years ago, leading them to not fully trusting her. But it also becomes clear to Doey's horror that the prototype has followed Poppy and the player down to the safe haven.
Ooh.
A fact that visibly vexes him, like pisses him off. But he quickly calms himself down and ensures that the prototype cannot get inside. While Kissy is sort of like resting, Poppy reveals her plan. She states that the orphans from Play Care are still alive and inside the building, but that they are stuck under the prototype's watch in the labs. Her goal is to rescue them and use the red smoke and old mining charges to blow up the foundation and destroy the factory once the orphans are safely outside. Bringing the prototype down with her and making sure that bringing the prototype down with her, wow, she's planning on dying too, and making sure that Playtime codes research and never hurts anyone else ever again. After telling them this, she sends the player down to talk with Doey in the safe haven's generator room. At the generator, Zoe reveals that he does not like Poppy's plan, even though he understands where she's coming from. The other toys have not been protecting has been protecting for years, are like his family.
Mm-hmm.
And though he sees the importance in stopping the prototype, he wants to find a solution that does not require killing all of his friends. He asks the player to consider the possibility before explaining a more urgent problem that he needs to help fix. The safe haven's generator is starting to fail after keeping their defenses working for some time. In order to fix it, we need an Omni hand, a grab pack hand that serves as the master control to anything in the factory.
Are you sure?
Okay. Okay. Doey explains that one of them is in the possession of the doctor and that he uses it to control the prison.
Ooh.
So he tasks the player by defeating the doctor and taking his Omni hand to fix the generator. But before sending him off, he lets them know that they are welcome in Safe Haven. After finding more documents and VHS tapes, they enter into an area called No Man's Land, where they must cross. The player overhears a brief argument between Doey and Poppy regarding the latter's plan. Tracking onward, the player receives a call from Ollie, though he isn't able to help help out much as the signal is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, the player, having collected some more documents and VHS tapes, soon arrives at No Man's Land. However, the progress is immediately impeded by Yarnaby's arrival, which forces them away from the doctor and deeper into No Man's Land. The entryway sealed off, the player begins searching for an exit, rerouting the area's power and coming across a propaganda document, whilst avoiding detection from Yarnaby. This is also how Yarnaby also fucking dies.
Ooh.
So,
Yarnaby, like this is creepy.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Bro looks like Pac-Man. Yeah. Throughout No Man's Land, Yarnaby, it says Yarnaby's weight combined with his wild, desperate flailing to free himself, because he gets caught on a chain, trying to attack you. He gets caught into the chain and escapes the chain, but falls into a pit of lava. It's instantly setting his yarn, fur, and mane ablaze. Though he attempts to pull himself out, Yarnaby ultimately succumbs to his wounds and falls back into the molten lava. And after leaving No Man's Land, again, interacting with more, you guessed it, VHS tapes! Player runs into Doey again, who has been out collecting parts to fix the generator. He asks about the doctor, but concludes he is not dead yet. Before he can, because we don't talk in the game. They kind of just look at us and they're like, "He ain't dead yet, fool." So a nearby gas pipe releases freezing gas directly onto Doey, solidifying him and causing him intense pain, which continues even after the player redirects the flow and to thaw him out. He tries to recover as the player re-enters the doctor's territory. And so, once they're back inside back inside his territory, the doctor is able to observe and speak to the player again. He knows that the player is every bit what the prototype is afraid of, and muses about the Playtime ever noticing that they had someone such of rare quality on their payroll. Let's see. He also wonders aloud about their motivation to come back. Sees a vague letter that received their home and cannot be their only reason. Player continues moving into the complex, but falls into a trap laid by the doctor inside an operating room. blue hand scanner activating a freezing gas pipe when scanned, freezing the hand onto the scanner and slowly cooling the room to the point of lethality. While the player works to escape the trap by picking up a spare blue hand to activate the room's temperature control, the Doctor reveals there's more to the story than Poppy has told them. She knew about the Hour of Joy ahead of time. He probes further, trying to get the player to consider how she has used them, only telling them what they need to know and how to act on her orders. But they disable the trap, destroying the Doctor's preserved lungs, which were kept in the room in the process. I'm pretty sure that's.
Wait, does the player have dialogue?
No,
No.
he does not.
Okay.
The player progresses into a maze flooded with red smoke. They find instructions for a keypad code, needing to use a broken gas mask with reachable oxygen cartridges to search the maze. Find more VHS tapes and documents, searching for deceased experiments which hide clues for the code. Upon cracking it, they make their way to another of Doctor's preserved organs. This time his liver, destroying it open on the way forward. As they continue, they fall victim to another one of Doctor's traps, disabling their purple hand. And the right of the grab pack entirely, which forces them to swing across a gap with the other hand still functioning hand. The Doctor promptly electrifies the grab handle, propping the player into an area full of cages, with one of them being a enlarged Baba Chops. Baba Chops is, I believe, a critter. Yes. Baba Chops is a critter. There's Baba Chops.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he is a critter. Player attempts to navigate around to solve a power redirection puzzle as Baba Chops attacks us. I love the name. I love the name. The player is occasionally impeded by other nightmare critters in cages. And let's see. I'm trying to see, as we eventually escape, we reach the Doctor's true form. A massive tank in the center of the room of monitors that contain his brain, surrounded by remote control robot bodies. As the player approaches, he commands one of his reserve bodies to seize them, then throw the player down into a trap door under their feet, dropping them to server rooms below him. In order to return the monitor and destroy the Doctor's brain, the player must collect 4 batteries around the server rooms, and they can also collect a key card that contains a radio recording. When all the batteries are plugged into the central part of the server room, the way back to the top is open, allowing the player to reach the brain and remove his Omni chip, causing a power surge that threatens to destroy him. In a last-ditch effort, Sawyer sends, the Doctor, sends all of his bodies at the player, but the system implodes, disabling the robots as he soon dies. In his last words, he spitefully proclaims that the player has saved no one.
Oh.
So the player uses the Omni hand from the Doctor to upgrade the Omni chip from the Doctor to upgrade the red hand into the Omni hand, allowing them to open a path into safe haven while traveling on their cable car. Ollie makes contact with you yet again, the player, to congratulate you for defeating the Doctor, claiming that all that's left is the prototype. Upon arriving, the player finds a mysterious poem in the VHS tape. Having returned with Omni Hand, Poppy and Doey prepare to help find the player fix the generator. While Doey tries to confront Poppy about her plan and plead for her to reconsider, this is interrupted by a phone call with a panicked Ollie, in which he states that the prototype is just outside safe haven. Poppy sends Doey out to distract the prototype and lead him away, leaving the player alone in the generator room to fix it, with the help of Ollie's instructions. They succeed in this task to much of Poppy's gratefulness, but Doey is nowhere to be seen. Deciding there is no time to wait, Poppy prompts the player to move forward with her plan. Keep in mind, this plan kills Doey's friends.
That's why he was opposed to it.
Player alone has the foundation that collects a series of mining charges from the surrounding caverns, planting them in the central gas room and redirecting the gas to increase its pressure enough to flood the tunnels. They also come across more notes and VHS tapes. While fleeing the buildup of red smoke, the player encounters Dowie, who had lost the prototype in the caves. He realizes in horror and much too late that the prototype was intentionally leading him away from safe haven. A distant explosion rocks the cavern and moves through the pipes as he runs back to Haven distraught, followed by us. On returning, we find safe haven completely destroyed and all of the toys inside dead from the explosion.
Oh.
The generator has been rigged to explode safe haven, and Dowie breaks down in grief, not being able to protect his friends. This tragedy is the final straw, causing him to snap completely and swing violently back and forth. He is the main villain. He is the final boss.
Wait, Dowie?
Dowie.
Wait, he was the villain the whole time.
Yeah.
Wait, how? What?
Well, no. He was the villain. He was just distraught and broken.
Oh.
He snapped.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's Austin. And he's just getting violent. And there are 3 personalities in Dowie, 3 kids: Matthew, Jack, and Kevin. Matthew's influence trying to control his anger, Poppy and at Poppy and the player, and reasoning that they were trying to help. Jack's influence sobbing over his dead friends, and Kevin aggressively and violently lashing out at the player, blaming them for the death of the toys. Ultimately, Dowie loses control of himself, allowing him to causing him to rage and threaten to kill the player. And the roof falls on him, basically turning him into this whole monster-like thing. It is. I think you should look that up because it's actually really spooky. As he chases the player throughout the underground tunnels leading to a mining pit, unable to turn back to normal, player is forced to fight Dowie in the underground construction zone with using liquid nitrogen canisters to freeze him solid so he could be struck by industrial saws. Thinking Dowie is defeated, player leaves, only to find out he actually survived. Dowie attacks with one final time underneath the tunnel boring machine that is next to many liquid nitrogen canisters. Using these resources, the player is forced to completely freeze him and pull down the machine to finally kill him. Yeah.
Oh.
As Dowie dies, he rages on about how he cannot trust anyone, lamenting his failure to be better to save the other toys, and finally apologizing twice for his actions.
Are there people out there?
Yeah. I think it's Austin and Nick.
Okay. Well, let's wrap this up.
Yeah. So after that, I think Ollie calls us. So here's the best part. We get a call from Ollie. However, we learn that it's the prototype manipulating Ollie, but it's been the prototype the entire time.
Oh my
It's been on the
God.
phone. Yeah. It's insane. I loved it. I loved that moment whenever we heard the prototype's voice changing from Ollie to the prototype. I'm like, oh shit. And then there's like a whole pit or like a trap door that opens underneath us. We fall. And Kissy Missy tries to save us with her damaged hand, but ultimately it rips off and we fall through the pit. Ending that chapter. Oh, sorry. There was one more bit. After recovering from a rough landing, the player finds himself outside the labs at the bottom of Playtime's facility. Inside is a walkway to the entrance surrounded by a garden of poppy flowers and a small, little garden house. They find a tape, which is a lecture from one of these people that it's somewhat important. The tape triggers an alarm, alerting a battered and damaged Huggy Wuggy to their location, who is revealed to survive the plummet in Chapter 1, who furiously rushes and slams at the door to the player trapped behind, screeching at them. They then get engulfed by red smoke, which is their fate is to be left unknown. And that is the end of our chapters.
And then the 5th game is supposed to come out in January of next year.
I was about to say the next chapter's coming out soon.
Yeah. And these are available on Xbox, so I could actually play them.
Okay,
on
cool.
Xbox.
Yeah.
But yeah,
There's Poppy Playtime.
That sounds so cool. But yeah,
I know, right?
that is all the time we have for today.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening, viewers. And be sure to follow us on Spotify and YouTube. And we'll see you next time in the hangar.
Deuce.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Oh, it's the spooky month.